Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to the JDub Show. I'm your host JDub. Before I get started with this video, just like to say thank you so much to all of my 607 subscribers. I got 39 subscribers just from my Wrestlemania 25 coverage. But you know what? Today is not over. So if you're not subscribed to the show yet, go ahead and click the yellow button over there, you know, just to make the number even, because I don't really like odd numbers, and 39 is an odd number. So yeah, if you subscribe, yeah, you that's watching right now, we can get it up to 40. Also, before I get into this review, I'm going to be coming up with a very special video. It's something that's never happened on a JDub show before, so make sure you look out for this. I'm going to be criticizing WWE and criticizing my favorite wrestler of all time, Triple H. Yeah, so if that doesn't make you watch, I don't know what will make you watch that video. But yeah, it's going to be about WrestleMania 25 because after I did my review, you know, I still stand by what I said in that review, but I watched a lot of other people's reviews, and it kind of put my opinions into perspective. And like I said, WrestleMania 25 was a good pay-per-view. I'm going to stand by that. But it was WrestleMania. WrestleMania is not supposed to be good. It's supposed to be great. And basically, that's what I'm going to be touching on in that video. Like I said, I'm going to criticize Triple H, and I'm going to criticize the WWE. Getting into this episode of Raw, first we get Randy Orton comes out. He comes out to the ring demanding a rematch for the WWE Championship, you know, that Triple H retained last night in their match. Then he goes on to threaten Linda McMahon and threaten Vince McMahon's grandkids. The McMahon say he hasn't got his hands on yet. Vince comes out enraged and everything, wanting to fight Randy Orton, and he challenges. He says he denies Randy Orton's rematch, but then says he wants to get Randy Orton in a 6-man tag match at Backlash. It's going to be Legacy versus the McMahon clan, Vince, Shane, and Triple H. Randy Orton says, you know what? I'll do you one better. Get in the ring with me in a one-on-one match tonight, and you won't even make it to Backlash. Vince McMahon accepts the match. First match of the night, we get a Lumberjack match that we didn't see last night for the Unified Tag Team Championships, even though it had happened, but we just didn't see it on WrestleMania 25. Carlito and Primo, they were the ones that won last night, so they defended their newly won Unified Tag Team Championships against The Miz and John Morrison. This was a great match. After seeing this match, you know, I was already anticipating it for WrestleMania 25, but after seeing this match, they definitely should have had it on the pay-per-view. They could have made some room for that, you know, cut out whatever you could have cut out just to make some room for this match. And it looked like it was actually worked and like booked, as this match that was on Raw was supposed to be somewhat the exact match that would have been on WrestleMania 25, because they went until like 9:30. So yeah, it was a pretty long match, and it was pretty good that they actually gave them their due, and it turned out to be a great match, which I was already expecting. John Morrison did like this crazy dive onto like a bunch of lumberjacks off the top rope. It was crazy, like a backflip, you know, two twists and turns and everything. It was great. Yeah, but Carlito and Primo ends up winning that match. Next, they have a 10 Diva tag match. Jillian, Mickie James, Layla, Melina, and Kelly face Maryse, Maryse, Gail, Kim, Maria, Natalya, and Eve Torres. So it's SmackDown Divas versus Raw Divas. This was actually a good match because they gave time for them to have the match, and they actually had the Divas that actually could wrestle in the match. It started out with Gail, Kim, and Melina. That was a great little bout between them two. Then I think it went into Natalya versus Melina, then Natalya versus Mickie James. It was a great match for the points that I did see. Well, I saw it all, but yeah. Anyway, the Raw Divas ended up winning the match. Third match of the night, it was advertised earlier. It's a WrestleMania 25 All-Stars match. Most of the people that were involved in WrestleMania 25 last night: John Cena, Rey Mysterio, Jeff Hardy, CM Punk, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat teamed against Chris Jericho, Edge, Big Show, Matt Hardy, and Kane. This was a great match. It was great. I love how this match ran. Crowd was going crazy for Ricky Steamboat. They were, you know, we want Steamboat, we want Ricky. When he finally got in the ring, the crowd went wild. Then they started chanting, you know, you still got it, clap, 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 clap. He was excellent, and he was going at it with like everybody on the opposing team, and he was like really excellent. I could see him in regular competition like right now, even though he's like 50 something years old. I have to give him a clap for that. He was totally excellent in this match, you know, diving off the top ropes and everything. But yeah, the face team ends up winning this match. Next, Vickie Guerrero comes out with Chavo Guerrero pushing her in a wheelchair. She's always in a damn wheelchair. You know, I don't even think she really gets injured. Like, that's not the reason why she's in a wheelchair. She's just lazy as hell. But she comes out and she says that WWE gave her the chance to decide whether she wanted to be the permanent GM of Raw or the permanent GM of SmackDown. But she had to pick either or. She couldn't be both. So, while I'm chanting, no, not Raw, not Raw, not Raw, she announces that she's going to be the permanent general manager of Raw. Then she announces that Edge will get his rematch for his lost the World Heavyweight Championship against John Cena at Backlash. And it was so weird because she kept laughing like this is Edge's last chance to get his championship. His last chance to get his championship. I'm like, what the hell is she laughing for? Like, can I get in on this joke? Because I don't see what's funny. Then she announces that the 6-man tag match that's going to feature the McMahon clan and Legacy is going to be a WWE Championship match. Meaning, if anybody on Triple H's team pins anybody on Randy Orton's team, Triple H will retain the WWE Championship. If anybody in Legacy pins one of the McMahons, Randy Orton will win the championship. So then that was it, or so we thought. But then Vickie Guerrero comes out like, oh, excuse me, I forgot something. The match with Edge versus John Cena will be a last man standing match. I'm like, what the hell? She was just totally fucking up. See, that's exactly why I don't want her on Raw. Fourth match of the night ended up being Santina Marella versus Beth Phoenix. This was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in a long time. Santina comes out and she's saying, you know, oh, I won Miss Wrestlemania and maybe I can be the next Miss America. You know, talking about being in Sports Illustrated in a string bikini and whatever, you know, vomit-inducing stuff. Then Beth Phoenix comes out, you know, Santino, quit this mess, like, stop this. And she's like, oh, I'm not Santino. I'm Santina, his twin sister. We haven't been introduced. Introducing himself to Beth Phoenix and everything. Then Beth Phoenix challenges her to a match. You know, we go to commercial. Then when we come back, they show footage of Santino in the ring dropping it like it's hot, dancing and everything. It was so funny. The match itself was funny as heck. Santina ends up defeating Beth Phoenix, so Santina gets a win. You know, she's like already one up her brother already. So yeah, next is the match between Vince McMahon and Randy Orton. The match did not even end. Like, we didn't even get a result to the match because Legacy comes out and attacks Vince McMahon. Shane McMahon runs out, you know, starts beating up Legacy and everything, but then they attack him. Then Triple H runs out. Legacy starts getting the best of him. Then we get the return of Batista. I was like, what the heck? Like, Batista came back, and it was, and you know, him, Triple H, Shane McMahon, they stood in the ring triumphant and everything. Then Vince McMahon announced, he said, you know what, Randy, maybe I'm not going to make it to Backlash, but you know who's going to take my place? Batista. So it's going to be Batista, Triple H, and Shane McMahon versus Legacy at Backlash for the WWE Championship. This was a great episode of Raw. A great episode of Raw. You know, with the return of Batista and also the draft next week, I can see that WWE they're going to manage this momentum that has come after WrestleMania, and hopefully they continue to manage it well. So yeah, that's where I'm going to end my review. Make sure you be on the lookout for my next video, which will be a video where I criticize WrestleMania 25, the WWE, and Triple H. Peace out.